So I'm hiking up this mountain pass, having gone up these switchbacks back and forth for the past 3 hours. And I get to the pass, and there's, on one side, it's just long, dry switchbacks going down as far as the eye can see. On the other side, there's these lakes. It's like this 9-lake basin. And these lakes supposedly have a ton of fish there. So I'm up there waiting for my friends to catch up to me. It's about 10,500 feet. And I noticed this picnic table, and the first thing I think is, holy crap, if you could drive up here, why the fuck did we spend all this time hiking up? And so when they called number 722, I looked at the ticket in my hand and realized that they had 6 registers, and each register had its own number thing where you give their receipt, and the receipt has a number on it, and they call your number when it's ready. And so these numbers they were calling were just all over the place, and I had heard that this burger shop was really good, and this was my first time there, so I was eagerly waiting for them to call my number, but I didn't know when they were going to call my number because the numbers were all over the goddamn place. And so finally we pulled off to the side of the road, and there was this In-N-Out place. It looked like an In-N-Out, but it didn't actually say In-N-Out, but it certainly smelled like In-N-Out. But the thing was, it was in the middle of nowhere, and we pulled into the parking lot. It was a big parking lot. The place looked like it had been built in the past maybe 3 years because it was nice and clean. The stripes, the white stripes in the parking lot were freshly painted, or they hadn't been faded or anything. And so we're sitting on this table outside the restaurant, and I noticed there's like 6 workers in there, all high school workers, and there's no cars that these workers drove to that were parked, and there's no houses around. This place was in the middle of nowhere. So I'm thinking, how did these kids get to work, and why is there so many people working when we're the only customers? The only time, or the whole time that we sat there eating, nobody else showed up, but they were some delicious burgers. And then when we got back in the car and drove off, we didn't really remember what had just happened, since most of it was just some kind of rambling nonsense anyhow.